Nah. Hey, don't be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No.
Okay, you guys. This Lil Nas X story is spiraling into something way darker than anyone expected. 2 days ago, he was arrested in Studio City for allegedly attacking an officer.
That's my money, Ace. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times you pay? 50K for a first note?
And on top of that, he was rushed to the hospital for what's being called a possible overdose. Now, new details are leaking, and they're even more disturbing.
So do you guys remember when he mocked Jesus? Doing this? You remember that? Take a look at...
Here's the timeline. Thursday morning, August 21st, around 6 a.m., Lil Nas X was arrested in Los Angeles. But it is not just that he got arrested. It is how it all went down that has everyone in shock.
Lil Nas X hospitalized for possible overdose after roaming LA streets and charging at police.
TMZ dropped the footage, and let me tell you, it's wild. Lil Nas X was spotted walking down Ventura Boulevard wearing nothing but white underwear and a pair of white cowboy boots.
Galatians 6:7 says, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that he shall also reap." He consistently sows mockery against Yeshua, Jesus. And anytime these stars do that, big fall-offs happen in the sense. I'm not saying he won't ever win another Grammy. He probably will. Just the nature of the business loves hating on Jesus, but their psyches start to diminish.
Like something straight out of a bizarre music video gone wrong. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, TMZ came back with even more footage.
Nas X is the prime example of not to play with God. I see almost in all his videos or even music, that boy literally sat up there and did a troll Christians, demean them, even judge him in a way, even criticize him through his fucking music. And it's so crazy because he was even playing with the devil to an extent. It's so crazy because it's just your karma. Now, nobody wish bad blood on nobody. And I hope that boy find himself again.
In the new clips, he wasn't just strolling, he was completely naked, right there in the street, rapping Nicki Minaj's verse from Kanye West's Monster. Yes, you heard that right.
About a year ago, let me tell you something, Yandy ain't exciting him no more. Let me tell you something, Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy, loving hip-hop Atlanta. Are you getting this? Are you following me? The AA show is reporting live, loud, and proud, honey. And I got calls from people on the show. I've gotten calls from people in the street. Yandy Mendeecees is cheating on you. Alexis don't know about it, but guess what? I told her about it. So guess what, honey? You need to keep your man on lockdown, honey, because ever since he moved up out of that house, honey, he been fucking everything else, Yolanda.
Now, Alexis had to come out and apologize for the whole mess.
Fans were stunned, confused, and honestly, worried. Calls started flooding the police department from people reporting a naked man running in the middle of the road. When officers finally pulled up, things turned violent quick.
What happened? First and foremost, I want to apologize to Mendeecees and Yandy about speaking on their marriage. And I know I didn't really say anything, but just being present in that situation is not okay.
Witnesses say Lil Nas X allegedly charged at them and even punched an officer in the face. Twice. That was it. He was taken down, arrested on the spot for battery on a police officer.
Y'all feel like being messy, and the girls in the winter just gonna have to get me, okay? Why is the folks saying that the night of that tragic accident with Tamar, she was actually on a date booed up with Mendeecees? Yes, married Mendeecees, the one that's going through it right now on Love and Hip Hop for cheating on Yandy with all them women. Yes, they are saying that him and Tamar was holding hands, all canoodled up, booed up in the club. And that kind of corroborates Funky Dineva's story because he did say there was at V12 at the club. And Funky Dineva said that he stopped seeing her. He left the club at around 1 o'clock. The person that I know said that they seen Tamar at the club and left out at around 12:58. They also said that everybody was saying they was going back to Tamar's house after the club, which also corroborates Funky Dineva's story because he said that that's when he knew to throw up the deuces.
And immediately transported to the hospital for evaluation over what sources say might have been an overdose. Since then, he's been locked up in jail. He won't even have a chance to get out until at least Monday because he has to see a judge before bail can even be considered. And here's where it gets even scarier. This isn't the first time this year that Lil Nas X has had serious health concerns. Back in April, he shocked fans when he revealed on social media that he was dealing with partial facial paralysis. At the time, people thought it was just a medical scare. But with what's happening now, fans are starting to piece together a much darker picture. Then in May, things took another turn for Lil Nas X when he had to suddenly cancel a highly anticipated performance at the Pride Festival in West Hollywood.
Now, I don't necessarily believe this,
But obviously stranger things have happened in this world, so we'll just leave with that. So I received a text from one of my friends this morning asking if a certain article was true. And I'm not gonna even hold y'all. I did see a TikToker talking about this a couple of days ago, but I literally just didn't pay no mind because it just did not, I just didn't believe it, but I don't know. So we all know how apparently last Sunday, you know, Tamar somehow woke up at her house in a pool of blood, teeth missing, she almost lost her life, and she don't know what happened, right? So it has come out allegedly that she was actually out with Yandy Smith's husband, Mendeecees, over there on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
At the time, sources close to him revealed it was just about scheduling or exhaustion. It was connected to his mental health struggles. That cancellation had fans concerned, but most people didn't realize just how serious things had gotten. Looking back now, it feels like the signs were all there, and what happened Thursday morning was the breaking point. As of right now, Lil Nas X is still sitting in custody and won't see the outside until at least Monday, when he faces a judge.
Yeah, him. Well, I don't even know if that's her husband, because didn't they, like, it was all a lie in my Carly Red Boys? They didn't actually send off the marriage. I don't know. Like, I haven't been watching the show, so I don't know if they eventually got married. I don't know. But supposedly Tamar was out with Mendeecees, looking real cozy and, you know. Allegedly, she invited him and a group of people back to her house. And after that, it just get blurry. The article also said that Funky Dineva confirmed it. I guess he confirmed that they were all hanging out. I don't know, but the running joke is that Yandy found out and sent her goons, and that's not funny. That's how Tamar ended up knocked out. I don't know, but what I do know is Tamar has definitely not been right since she broke up with Vince. Somebody pointed that out in the comments, and I feel like that is definitely true now. Her relationship with Vince obviously went perfect because I know, like, she alleged abuse, or they might have both have alleged abuse. I know there was an incident with a bitten finger. I don't know. So that relationship might not have been perfect in its own, but Tamar has definitely been on a since her and Vince broke up. So you can do what you will with that information. Also, you know what I really think? I think this is a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bush.
He's looking at a battery charge for allegedly hitting that police officer, but for many fans, the bigger issue isn't the charge, it's his well-being. People are saying the most important thing right now is that he gets the mental and medical help he clearly needs, because this wasn't just some random stunt for attention. But of course, the internet is divided. Since the arrest, there has been a wave of chatter online with some people saying this whole situation is karma. Why? Because Lil Nas X has repeatedly made headlines for visuals and performances that mocked religion, particularly Jesus Christ. From music videos to stage looks, he's leaned into shocking imagery that stirred up controversy every time. And now some critics are claiming this incident is the result of him crossing the line. Still, plenty of fans are pushing back, saying this isn't about karma. It's about a young artist struggling with real health issues in the public eye, and people making jokes about it are only making things worse. So what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Lil Nas X is paying for his past imagery, or is this simply a tragic example of someone spiraling under the weight of fame and pressure? Let me know what you think in the comments below. But now let's get into the next story, because this one is about to shake up the blogs. Allegedly, Tamar has been creeping with Mendeecees. Yep, the rumors are out there. Word is, Tamar was spotted at the V12 Lounge in Atlanta, and the whispers say she wasn't alone. Reports claim Mendeecees was right there with her. That night at the V12 Lounge was already messy enough, but let's get into the full picture. Quavo's spot on Spring Street was packed on Saturday night, and Tamar showed up with her close friend Funky Dineva to celebrate his birthday. The group had dinner first at Ruth's Chris, then headed straight to V12 to keep the party going. Now here's where things get questionable. Eyewitnesses are claiming that Tamar and Mendecees were allegedly vibing real heavy all night long. The two were spotted laughing, talking close, and even leaving together around 1 a.m. And if that wasn't enough to raise eyebrows, sources close to Tamar say she invited Mendeecees and a group of his friends back to her home afterward. But the real kicker, all of this supposedly went down on the same night Tamar later revealed she had her terrifying accident. Just hours after leaving the lounge, she claims she woke up in a pool of blood. saying her nose was broken, her teeth were knocked out, and she had no idea how it even happened. She's been open about not remembering the details of what went down that night, which only adds more layers to this wild timeline. Now let's shift gears for a second and talk about Mendeecees, because this man is married. His relationship with Yandy has been in the spotlight for years, and lately it's been rocky. Very rocky. If you've been watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, then you already know there have been constant cheating rumors swirling around Mendeecees. But here's the twist. It's not just Mendeecees being accused. Recently on the show, Yandy herself admitted to having what she called an emotional connection with another man, a fitness trainer from London. She confirmed she had feelings for him outside of her marriage, and that confession shook viewers to the core. Meanwhile, earlier this year, blogger Tasha K was already putting Mendeecees on blast, claiming he's been stepping out on Yandy for a long time. She even dropped audio clips and exposed alleged DMs from a woman who claimed she was hooking up with him. And that wasn't all. Sky S Friend went live on Instagram spilling tea that Mendeecees had been cheating since the very beginning of their run on the show. The drama got so messy that Alexis, who found herself caught up in the rumors, had to come out publicly and apologize for fueling the chaos. But by then, the damage was already done. The narrative around Mendeecees being unfaithful was firmly out there, and now, with Tamar suddenly in the picture, the situation looks even messier. Still, let's be real. This whole situation is not a good look. Mendeecees has already been swimming in cheating allegations for months, so when he is suddenly spotted at a lounge vibing with another woman, especially someone as high profile as Tamar, it is going to raise questions. A man already facing that kind of heat does not need new rumors fueling the fire. But here's the flip side, because social media always finds a counter-narrative. A screenshot's been floating around that supposedly clears the air. According to it, Mendeecees was only at V12 with Tamar for business, not pleasure. The post claims that Tamar ES been working on a new visual project, and Mendeecees is actually the lead man in it. Funky Deneva, the friend whose birthday they were celebrating, even has a cameo in the project. So basically, the defense is this. Tamar and Mendeecees weren't creeping, they were networking. Nothing sexual, nothing inappropriate, just two people working together. And honestly, on paper, that does sound believable. Tamar is known for pulling big names into her visuals, so this wouldn't be the first time she blurred the line between personal and professional. But here's the catch. If these visuals drop and Mendeecees is nowhere to be found, then the story flips instantly. That'll be proof to a lot of folks that something else might have been going on that night. And the rumors about the club vibes won't go away anytime soon. For now, I'll give Tamar and Mendeecees the benefit of the doubt. But the timing and the optics? Whew, they're messy no matter how you slice it. So, what do you guys think? Do you buy the "it's just business" explanation, or do you think Tamar and Mendeecees are creeping behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one has the blogs working overtime. And that's all I've got for you today. But you already know this story is far from over. If Tamar's visuals roll out and Mendeecees is missing, the whispers are only going to get louder. So stay tuned because the tea, it's still brewing. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and keep it locked right here for more celeb drama breakdowns.